I guess all I'm trying to say is, um, it feels good to be right. That's what I'm trying to say. It feels good to be right, and it feels good to win, And,
So I've been taking a lot of L's between the Lakers and the 49ers. I've been taking a lot of L's.
Yeah, it comes to the sports
so
team.
Appreciate you, Kendrick.
Yeah, come on.
Appreciate you, Kendrick.
Yeah.
I think that, I mean, it was an incredible moment. Exactly. It's one of those, remember where you were, just incredible video. We can sit here for an hour and just rehash what everybody has rehashed.
Yeah.
But I'll say it. I'll say this as well. Like I mentioned, when you go to destroy your opponent, you destroy them completely. And I think the idea here, and the reason I disagree with, okay, it's time to move on. No, it ain't never time to move on. This motherfucker talked about my fiance. He talked about my kids.
Yeah.
Right? Didn't nobody say Adonis wasn't Drake? Wasn't Drake's? Did nobody say Adonis is anything? Yeah. All he said to Adonis was your dad was terrible. Right?
He didn't say anything about Adonis.
He didn't say anything.
He said everything about Drake.
Drake. He didn't say even that Park his son. Like everybody, I think people thought that was a shot at Adonis, and I was like, no, he was talking about Dennis and Aubrey.
Yeah.
Not Aubrey and Adonis, right? And I think that when somebody does that to you and they come at your family like that, like, no, we ain't never good. Like, we ain't never gonna be good. So every chance I get to show you that you still my son, I'm gonna show you still my son, because we ain't never gonna be good.
Right.
And Kendrick hasn't said a word this entire time. We've gotten like no socials from Kendrick. We've gotten no interviews from Kendrick. We've got nothing out of Kendrick.
Yeah.
Other than the music. So he just beat him with the music. He didn't have to do nothing else.
Yep.
Meanwhile, your boy is the boy is out here looking for more 17-year-olds at Michael Rubin's party. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, and it's got a nasty look to it.
It's nasty
work,
bro.
All white parties.
It's nasty work.
Even that's nasty. You went to an all white party?
An all white party.
I would not hear the end of it if I told you I went to an all white party.
Yeah, I'd probably give you.
You'd be like, "What the hell are you doing at an all white party?"
And there was a lot of black people at that party, and whatever.
Different time.
Yeah, different conversation for a different day. But I'll say this. I think I'll tell you what he did close the door on. What I think he did solidify. What? Drake is not American black.
Yeah, for sure. As you're explaining it, I think that's what I guess that's what I'm interpreting. More like closing the door on certain aspects of the conversation that was being had as a whole. It's like, okay, now this is, we're closing the door on things like that, like you're saying, right? You're not from here. You're not from this, right? You're not from this culture that I am championing and I am from, right? As Kendrick is saying, right? And he's very much representing, right? And has always represented.
Yeah.
Right. So I think he's very, I think we can come to an agreement on that, right? I can see your point about the beef thing, about just in terms of just continuing to destroy. Like, I'm not going to let up, right? Nor do I think he should, right? I think he has that attitude, and it's just not going to change, right? And nothing's going to change it.
No, nothing should change it either. Like, Drake should have pieced it up after Meet the Grams. Like, he should have tried to piece it
for
up.
Real. Then. Which even then, that was already too far gone.
It was too late. He should try to piece it up after.
Was that so far gone?
So this is what we're gonna do.
We're gonna do like a one bad pun every pod is one bad pun.